All right, Cowboys Nation, welcome back to Dallas Insider, the home where passion meets truth and where every heartbeat of this team is felt in our bones. Today, we need to have a raw, honest, and powerful conversation about where this Dallas Cowboys team stands, what the front office might be cooking up behind the scenes, and why a proposed trade could shift the balance of power in the entire NFC. So buckle in, because this is not just another rumor. This is the kind of move that could reignite the fire under this franchise and make us true contenders again. Let's start with the elephant in the room, the Micah Parsons trade. Yes, it stung. Cowboys fans felt the gut punch when one of the most dominant defensive playmakers in the league was shipped off to the Green Bay Packers. Losing Parsons wasn't just losing a player, it was losing an identity, a tone setter, the guy who made offensive coordinators lose sleep. And you could see it on the field these past few weeks. Without him, the Cowboys' pass rush hasn't had the same bite, the same relentless pressure that forced mistakes and set up big plays. Dallas has been good, competitive, but not terrifying on defense. And let's be honest, that's what Parsons brought. But here's the thing, this front office didn't walk away empty-handed. Jerry Jones and Brian Schottenheimer have something in their pocket that most franchises would kill for. 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. That's a haul, and it gives Dallas the flexibility to do something bold, something game-changing before the trade deadline. Now let's talk about the name floating around. Bradley Chubb, former first-round pick, 8-year veteran. A guy who has been through battles, setbacks, and comebacks, and who still has juice left in the tank. He's sitting in Miami right now, playing solid football, showing flashes of that relentless edge that once made him one of the most feared young pass rushers in the league. 3 sacks already this season, 42.5 in his career, and in his last full healthy year, he had 11 sacks and led the league in forced fumbles. That's not hype, that's production, that's impact, that's disruption. The Dolphins are in a weird spot. Tyreek Hill is hurt, their offense has stumbled, and suddenly, Miami doesn't look like the juggernaut we thought they were. If they slip, if they decide to sell pieces at the deadline, Chubb could become available. And here's where Dallas comes in with the perfect storm of opportunity. We've got the draft capital, we've got the need, and we've got a window. This October schedule is favorable. Stack some wins, keep ourselves in the hunt, and then pull the trigger on a move that elevates the defense from good to scary. Imagine this defense with Kenny Clark clogging the middle, DeMarcus Lawrence still bringing that steady veteran leadership, and Bradley Chubb flying off the edge. That's not just patchwork, that's a defense that can close games, that can stand toe-to-toe with the elite offenses in the league. Because let's face it, if you want to beat teams like the 49ers, the Eagles, and yes, the Packers with Parsons, you need pass rush. You need to get after quarterbacks and disrupt rhythm. Bradley Chubb is exactly that kind of presence. And let's not overlook something else, Chubb's story. The guy has battled through torn ACLs, injuries that could have ended careers, and he keeps coming back. That kind of resilience, that kind of toughness is exactly the mentality this Dallas Cowboys locker room needs. Pair that with Schottenheimer's leadership, Dak Prescott's steady-handed quarterback, and the offensive weapons already in place, and suddenly you're looking at a team with real balance. Think about it. CeeDee Lamb continuing to prove he's a top-tier wide receiver, Tony Pollard still capable of being a difference maker in both the run and pass game, Jake Ferguson showing he can be a reliable weapon at tight end. The offense isn't the problem, it's about finding that defensive spark. Bradley Chubb could be the guy to light it. Now here's the kicker. The proposed cost is just a conditional 5th-round pick. That's pocket change compared to the potential return. If Miami wants to unload salary and reset, Dallas could walk away with a veteran pass rusher who changes the equation for basically nothing. That's the kind of move that screams contender. So here's the big picture. The Cowboys are at a crossroads. They've weathered the first storm without Parsons. They've shown resilience, they've kept fighting, and they've put themselves in position. But now it's about ambition. Do you stay safe, play it conservative, and hope the roster as is can hang? Or do you swing, take the shot, and show the league that Dallas isn't just here to play, they're here to win it all? For me, the answer is clear. You make the move. You bring in Chubb. You give this defense back its teeth. Because the truth is, the NFC is wide open. The Eagles are beatable. The 49ers have cracks. Green Bay with Parsons, they're good, but they're not untouchable. Dallas is one big piece away from flipping the script and rewriting the story of this season. Cowboys Nation, this is the time. This is when contenders are built, when bold decisions separate the dreamers from the doers. And if Bradley Chubb puts on that star, it could be the move we look back on as the turning point of 2025. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Bradley Chubb is the missing piece? Would you pull the trigger on this deal? Or do you believe the Cowboys should keep the draft capital and ride with what they've got? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this is your team, your voice, and your community. And don't forget, if you believe in this squad, if you feel the energy, hit that like button and subscribe to Dallas Insider so you don't miss a single update. Because trust me, the second this move happens, or any big one, you're going to want to be right here with us, breaking it all down. Dallas Cowboys, Bradley Chubb, contenders. It's right there in front of us.